Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. We're back. Thank y'all, everybody, for staying with us as we progress through the show. As we do here on our show every single week, we always try to make sure we profile a missing and or exploited child. This week, of course, is no different. Today's missing child is Amani Dunn. Amani Dunn is a black female from right here in the capital city of Richmond, Virginia. She has been missing since December 25th, 2014. She's 15 years old. She stands 5'5", weighs 120 pounds. Amani was last seen on Christmas wearing a lime green shirt, black coat, and blue jeans. If you have seen young Amani Dunn, please contact the National Center for Missing and or Exploited Children on their website, missingkids.com, or contact them at 1-800-843-5678, or contact the local Richmond, Virginia Police Department at 804-646-5125. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. At this time, we're getting a call. Caller, you're calling in. You're live on the air. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller, you there?
What's going on, man? This is Q. I'm calling from South Carolina, man. It's Q.
What's going on, Q? How you doing, brother?
Not much, man. I'm doing good, man. I just want to chime in on this Target conversation because I was actually having an argument with some people I work with of all places at Walmart.
Okay.
And come to find out, somebody did some digging, and the reason they couldn't use the actress is because she's actually an advertiser for another clothing line. So they couldn't use her in anything related to another clothing line. So that's why they couldn't use the actress. That's the story that I've got. Now, I, too, agree with you that I've never seen any advertisement anywhere else where you have a main movie and you advertise a character from the movie and nobody from the movie is in the advertising. So I'm kind of set back by that, too. But I kind of understand if she contractually couldn't be in the advertisement. And I don't think Target owes anybody an apology. I mean, you can see from the advertisement who Target's marketing to anyway.
Right. Do you think that they would have? My position on that was I would have liked to see someone, if the young lady was not available, which with the movie on this scale, I think they could have worked out something. That's just my opinion, but I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know how contracts works. But I'm just asking you your opinion, Q. Do you think that they could have found someone that more represented what the actress would look like?
I totally
or you
agree
okay?
with you. I mean, I think that
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Q, you still there?
I mean, I agree with you. I think they could have found a better advertisement. Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Go ahead. We got you.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think they could have found somebody that better represented what the new movie was about.
Right.
Than to just have some pale-faced girl in the predominant ad. I mean, I understand Target's position where they had multiple ads with multiple kids in it, but I
got you. Good deal, Q. Thank you for calling. Thank you for checking in. And we lost him as I'm thinking. Thank you for calling, Q. Thank you for checking in. We appreciate the love we getting from you and the folks down in South Carolina tonight. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Big Rube. It's time for you to step into the role as the leader of the show and lead us in your segment that we like to call the Roundtable. What you got, big bro?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that I am the leader of the show regardless of what position I'm in at that time. Now, with that being said...
damn mind.
Yeah, whatever. Keep talking to me, bro.
Ain't no half stepping with Big Rube.
That's right. It has been before. Don't get it twisted. Now, just for those people who've never heard the Round Table by Big Rube, I'd like to give you a brief explanation of what's about to go down. We about to start. I'm basically going to throw some stuff out, some information out, and we're going to talk about it. Feel free to give us a call at 804-402-2893. Also, hit us up on our Facebook page as well. If you have comments, I expect to hear some comments, and I expect to hear a lot of conversation in the den itself. So, first thing we're going to go with today is, as much as everybody is loving the price of gas right now. I mean, some places it's $2.09. Some places it's $1 something. Yo, Start with Big Joe. Big Joe.
Yep.
Do you think the president of the United States will get any credit for the fact that we have low gas prices in his term?
Not a damn bit.
And
No.
why is that?
He's not going to get any because it's not beneficial. It's not a controversial point of view. I mean, gas is low right now, but it's going to go right back up. No, he's not going to get any. Sorry.
That's why?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
See, if you weren't playing words with friends and paying attention, you would know. That's right. I just called you out. Now pay attention. I said,
Yes, sir.
is the president of the United States going to get credit for our low gas prices right now, because those things have been the lowest since 19 whatever.
So the gas going down is a good thing, right?
I don't know. You like paying $3 for gas?
I'm trying to make a point.
I'm just saying, is our president going to get
So-
credit for it? That's
no,
the question.
he's not.
Why is he not?
Because it's a good thing.
And nobody's
That's
going
why
to talk
he's
about
not
that?
going to give credit. They're not going to give him credit for anything that happens that's a plus for the United States. They don't want to do that.
All right. Marcus J., what do you think?
I think that you had a lot of people that oppose our well, first of all, the short answer is no, he's not going to get credit. But you had a lot of people who oppose him that wanted to lay the high gas prices on his lap. But these are the same people who are silent now that they're low. These are the same people who had a problem with the way the Gulf spill was taken care of. They didn't like the fact that we're coming out of Afghanistan and all that kind of stuff. And you ask, how does all of that go into, how does all of that relate to it? Well, the reality is it's related because of the export and the import and all of the oil that we were getting from other countries that we are now producing ourselves. And that is largely because of the policies of this current president. Do you think that I'm the only one that knows that? Hell no. You know they know that stuff. But they're not going to give him credit for a lot of reasons. I mean, the elephant in the room is, this is a man of color who's the leader of the free world, and a lot of people still in this world have a problem with that. And so they're not going to give him credit. But we also live in a world where blue ain't going to give no love to red, and red ain't going to give no love to blue, regardless if blue is black and red is white. So, hopefully y'all stay with me as I went through the Crayola box, but hopefully you know exactly what I just said.
I do. So I figured I figured somebody would delve into deep on that. I guess right now I'd like to introduce, we got a new person in the room, Mr. LP Steven Sykes, host of Inline Radio on when?
Tuesday night from 7 to 9.
All right. Only on?
LegacyInternetRadio.com and also your lovely TuneIn application.
Thank you. So, question to you, Mr. LP. Is our current POTUS going to get credit for the low gas?
I think a little bit on the inside, and like Mr. Marcus J said, it's because of the policies and those restrictions he was enforcing on Russia. It is, but then at the same time, a lot of them is also blaming because they, quote unquote, Wall Street is hurting because of low gas prices, which is a bunch of crock. But I think to a certain degree, I think in the end of time, it's one of those things that's not going to get credit until like 5 or 10 years from now.
All right. Cool. Section 1, done. Section 2, this is about to be fun. I want everybody to take time to think about this for a second. We'll start with Mr. LP. So, I know back in the day, we all from back in the day, we love music. So, and without any order, no order from 1 to 10, I need for you to let me know who are the best R&B artists in your opinion. That's right. Not rap, not rock. R&B.
Of all time or like
In your wheelhouse. What are your top 10 in your wheelhouse?
Oh, so we gotta give out top 10.
Yes. No order. Just the top 10.
Top 10, no order. Okay. I think I
That's a lot
could
of
do.
thinking.
I think I could do that.
Yeah,
I
can I
mean,
get a
get
piece of paper?
paper.
I could name you 5 off the top of my head.
All right, let's go.
One, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, Curtis Mayfield, Barry White. I have to throw Keith Sweat up in there. I know that sounds crazy. And then I have to throw Whitney in there, Michael, Prince,
Michael who?
Jackson.
You got to make sure, man. You can't just be saying Michael.
Yeah, I know. You know,
I mean, it could be Michael Cook. I don't know who Mike Cook is. I'm just saying.
You got a valid point there. I have to say, although it may seem pop to some, I have to give Mariah a nod. And
She's R&B.
Right,
She don't be rapping.
And the reason why, like before technology and digital age, is in terms of sheer sales numbers, she was killing it and beating everybody's craps off. And then number 10, I'm still holding on. I still got one more, but I got about 5 or 6 in my head.
All right. We'll come back to you for that number 10.
I appreciate it, sir.
Marcus J., I know your mind is racing right now.
My mind is racing. And it's one where, honestly, it depends on what day of the week you ask me this question, and the 10 might be different.
Well, today is Monday.
Today is Monday. So right now, I'm going to give you Luther Vandross. I'm going to give you Michael Jackson. I'm going to give you Prince. I'm going to give you groups don't count, right? Are these all solo out?
Yeah, groups fine. R&B groups fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Groups are okay. Okay,
Yeah.
well then, obviously you got to have.
You're fine.
Obviously, you got to have New Edition in there. Whitney Houston is in there. Mary J is in there.
3 more.
I got 3 more.
Yeah.
Okay. I tell you who a sleeper for me, man. Steven said it. I love me some Barry White. Barry White is definitely in there for me. And this is one I absolutely will catch some heat for. But I don't care. I freaking love El DeBarge. Always have. El DeBarge is one of my favorite singers of all time.
What about Shalimar?
He was okay. I mean, this is,
I'm just saying. I just throw it out there.
So they're all right. And the Jacksons as a group.
Ah.
The Jacksons. Not Michael Jackson, because Michael Jackson gets his own spot. No, that's the Jackson 5.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The Jacksons.
Oh, you talking about Rebian on him?
No, he doesn't know his music. So anyway.
You talking about the 6?
No, I'm talking about the Jacksons when they left Motown for Epic in 1976, when they had Enjoy Yourself and Shake Your Body to the Ground and Blame It on the Boogie and Victory and Triumph and Destiny.
All right.
The Jacksons, not the Jackson 5. So, yeah. And
Aren't
like
they the same group?
Physically, it's the same people, but Randy replaced Jermaine because Jermaine stayed at Motown. But they were a different, even though they're the same person now, they were definitely a different group because they were self-produced. They didn't have Barry standing over them, and their sound became a lot more disco and funky.
I bet Jermaine thought that was a real good business move today.
Well, maybe he does, yeah. But
No,
he went back to the group when they got to Victory in '84. But anyway, that's my list.
All right. SY, you've been writing over here. Saving Big Joe for last.
Melanie is still listening to us.
Hey,
Melanie is giving me a little grief right now because she said Michael and Whitney are under pop music.
What?
But we're gonna have to disagree with you on that.
I mean, now if you talking white Michael, yes.
Oh God. Yeah.
But nobody's talking about him.
Michael's not white.
What?
He's not white.
Yeah, keep moving.
Newsflash.
You can say what you want. That man have sex with a woman. She would have came out just as chocolate as the rest of us in here.
I mean, she did.
Okay. Anyway,
He did.
Joe, you.
Okay.
He got like 2 kids.
She's getting a kick out of you. That's why when you said white Michael, she's laughing at you right now.
So I have Michael Jackson first. Well, they're not in any order. Michael Jackson, Marvin Gaye. I have The Whispers. I have James Brown.
Hey.
I have Prince. I have Whitney Houston. I have Rick James. I have.
Yo, did everybody just laugh when she said Rick James?
James.
Yo, hold on for a second, that's why. Hold on for a second, that's why.
I'm sorry. I'm having a problem.
Hold on a second.
Is this my list?
Hold on for a second.
Is
Hold
this
on.
my list?
Hold on for a second. Hold on. We'll go back to your list. I need to put on record that when she said Rick James, every dude here just started laughing because everybody thought about Super Freak. Ain't even know the song with Super Freak.
That ain't what I was thinking. I was thinking of Dave Chappelle. That's what I was thinking.
I mean, bitch. Oh, sorry. So I'm sorry. That's why I apologize.
You're so rude.
Look, I apologize. Take it. Move on.
Rude
Please.
as hell.
Please.
All of you.
You don't take that from me, but you gonna take that from
She
him.
don't got no choice. I
I'm
run
not paying
this.
him no mind either.
Are you gonna finish your list or I gotta
Just
move on?
hold your bucket.
I mean, this ain't your show. It's my show. You need to roll.
No, it's not.
Marcus, who
Actually,
shows
it's my show.
Thank you.
So,
Now you might want to stop so I can move on.
I'll just cut your mic off.
No, you can't.
I can reach over there and do it.
No, but you won't.
Yeah.
I'll cut your pinky finger off if you come over.
I'll
here.
shoot you in the pinky toe.
Thank you.
You dirty
So
little.
once again, I have Rick James, Donna Summer, Teddy Pendergrass, and Al Green.
May I offer her, if you don't mind, as well? Can I offer her some support on with James? Although
No, that's not what she got the giggle.
Nah.
She got the giggle for me for Donna Summer. That's what she got the giggle.
Why you don't like Donna Summer?
She alright, but she don't belong to nobody's top 10 list but yours.
But wait a minute. Did you do your list?
I said, but yours.
Okay, but you did your list,
I
and
did
I
mine.
didn't criticize your list.
I mean, that's because you're not mean like me.
I didn't criticize
Because
your
you're not
list.
mean like me.
So shut your mouth.
No.
When I'm talking about my list.
Must
This
be talking
is
to
my
you.
Yeah.
I'm
list.
talking to him.
Yo,
She's talking to you.
real talk. No. I'm gonna roll with SY. Until she said Donna Summer, I couldn't roll with Donna
This,
Summer.
and again,
But that's
this
her
is my
list.
list.
That's her list, and that's perfectly
And
fine.
you did
Your
ask
list is
me-
great.
You did ask.
I love
me
your list.
My opinion, right?
I love your list. I think your list is great.
I'll give
I
her.
don't think it's whack.
I want to offer a little bit of support for Rick James because there's about at least 30 to 40 artists that he wrote a lot of hits in music for and played in their
We
bands.
asked him as an artist, man. We don't
You
care
know
about
what?
his production.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
I
Backing,
give a crap about his
Steven.
production.
This is my list.
Super Freak is
Hold
not
on.
on my
Y'all
list.
Hold on,
like it?
before Big Joe gets his list, Michelle K is listening and she's giving us hers. She's got Earth, Wind and Fire, Luther Vandross, Charlie Wilson, Boyz II Men,
Whoa.
Patti LaBelle, Isley Brothers. We getting another hit right now.
Charlie Wilson.
Said is checking in. Instead of giving a list, he's just calling to criticize and asking. No love for Gladys. If you want Gladys, give her 9 friends, not the Pips, and give us your list. How about that? Give us a list.
Can we get to Joe?
I had to get the listeners in.
Yeah.
Oh no, because
I got to get the
wanna,
listeners in.
we want to make a
I gotta
point
respect
here.
the listeners and pick on
I'm not
said.
saying nothing about that, but said we got you.
I'm picking on said.
Leave said alone.
I ain't believing said alone.
And then I'll do my list after.
All right. So
I love that.
you know I'm a
brother.
little older,
I mean, you
so
good.
my list goes. Gladys Knight was on my list.
See, he just
No, I wrote it down. It's been there.
yeah.
Gladys Knight. I had Marvin Gaye, Keith Sweat. I had Gerald Levert on there too. Boyz II Men. I even had Michael McDonald because I'm sorry, but the white boy.
We know that's your boy. That's
my
your dude.
boy.
That's your
my
dude.
dude right
I mean,
there.
he's got like 3 songs. That's cool.
All right, Patti LaBelle, Smokey Robinson, Al B. Sure.
Nah,
sure.
not top 10, my brother.
I'll be sure it's my dude. He didn't make the cut I put in.
Yeah, I was
Elder
going to say,
Barge on
hey,
my-
he didn't make the Marcus cut. I don't know how he got
But
on
y'all know
yours.
I'll be sure it's my dude.
Peebo Bryson, and Freddie Jackson.
Wow, I
Hold up,
forgot
wait,
about
wait.
Peebo Bryson.
You want to just give us
Yeah,
Peebo,
man.
huh? That's like Donna Summers, man.
Wow, Peebo
Leave
Bryson.
Peebo alone. Because I wanted to say
Bryson is
Ashford
the
and Simpson.
bomb.
Peebo
But I
gave
ain't
up
go
his
there.
Grammys.
I mean,
And you know, now that you say Peebo Bryson, I'm trying to think back then, and I'm thinking.
and you can't
Kashif.
think of nothing.
I'm gonna be honest with
Kashif
you.
was pretty good.
There's one name.
Kashif.
There's one name that none of us said. That's like
I haven't done my list yet.
I know. and we won't
But
catch
you,
up.
but you don't,
But
you
there's
don't know if I'm
one-
gonna say
Yeah.
it.
There's
Your list
one
will be
dude.
fine.
This guy's not gonna be on the list. Yo, James Ingram was the dude, yo.
Yes.
Yeah, James
James
Ingram was not on
was
my
so-
list.
Damn,
Damn, people start singing. I mean, and he ain't make nobody's top 10.
That's the
People
joint.
start
That's
singing.
my song right there. That's why I ain't even
That's
gonna
because
lie.
we cried a lot.
Yeah.
That's a breakup song, man. I don't want to hear that.
You know, man, if I was Jane Ingram, I'd be real pissed right now.
Oh, man.
Y'all singing his joint, y'all applauding this man. Ain't nobody's top 10. not even
Yo, you called us off,
He made
man.
honorable
But you
mention.
know, he's straight up honorable mention on everybody's list right now.
Yeah.
All right, so I had Earth, Wind, and Fire because Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth or Earth?
Earth,
Who are they?
Earth.
and that's your problem.
Wind.
If it,
Earth?
now, she was being hypothetical.
Earth.
No, I'm saying which lead singer? That's a good question. That's a fair question.
Man, really? It's not.
Philip Bailey or the other?
I mean, I'm assaulted that you would even
Because
ask
the
me.
only
You're
reason why now
assaulted or
personally I don't
insulted?
care. There's
I felt like he slapped me in the face by asking me that.
but there's a lot of people that feel it's a different band.
Assaulted.
A lot of people feel there's a different group between Maurice White and Philip
I mean,
Bailey.
it is. That's why Philip Bailey's the. Thank you. Now, can I finish my list?
Who's
Yes, you
That was only number one.
Who's
All right. Temptations. Four Tops. I'm a big old school guy. Then, you know, I threw in some Jodeci. Forever, my lady.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Hit me again.
See, that's wrong. That's why. That's wrong. You need to apologize for that. That's wrong. You need to apologize for that. See, you done messed your throat up. That's what you get. That's called karma right there. Boys and men. Drew Hill. Drew Hill. You don't. Man, y'all tripping.
I can't get Al B. Sure, but you gonna get Drew
On
Hill.
the top 10?
Man, Drew Hill's better than Albie.
On
You
your
must
top
be out
10?
your damn mind. You about to get.
I'll
No.
listen to Drew Hill over.
All right, Melanie's checking
But
in.
he
She's
don't
giving
belong
us
on
her
the top
list.
All right, what's her
Let's
list? I got a couple more left, but I'll see what she got.
Yeah, let's get hers in. I actually like her list. I can't pick on you, Melanie. She's got Maxwell. She's got Brian McKnight,
yeah.
Stephanie Mills, Regina
Yes.
Bell, and Anita Baker.
Yeah,
You
she
can't
did
go
good.
wrong with
Hold
Melanie.
on, man.
Yep.
Where's the please don't hit me when you said Brian McKnight?
Brian McKnight belongs on somebody's top 10.
Yeah,
Now,
he also
see,
belongs in jail, but you know,
Brian
that's two different
McKnight,
things.
I have other issues. I got other issues with him.
Yo, Big Joe
He
gave
ain't
me the
hitting.
stink eye.
He's giving me the stink eye. Hey, Melanie.
I mean,
Melanie, we give it.
Let it snow. He had to go with Bad Boys and Men to make that good.
Melanie, Big Joe just gave you the stink eye. for
Yeah,
Brian
I
McKnight.
can't remember Brian McKnight. I'm
we
sorry.
wanna know
There
if
are
you-
way too many more talented people than Brian McKnight.
We want to know if you want to defend him. So let's see. If we got the people who we got, Donna Summer caught some heat. Albie Shore caught some heat.
Drew Hill caught
Drew
heat.
Hill caught some heat, and Brian McKnight caught some heat. Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. I think that was 7. I don't want to finish. We'll move on. Something else.
Michelle K just said Ashford and Simpson, and she's saying yes to Charlie Wilson. When
I
you
gotta roll with Charlie.
yeah. So yeah, so all right. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J live from the Dana Legacy InternetRadio.com. We appreciate everybody. You're listening to the Roundtable hosted by Big Rube here on the flagship show of Legacy Internet Radio. Call us, be part of the discussion at 804-402-2893 or continue hitting us up in social media. We appreciate the board is lit up right now with these comments that we're getting from the folks here in the studio as well as in social media. Big Group.
All right, number 3. I have a small problem with Jennifer Lopez right now, and I just want to see if I'm just crazy. Now, is it me, or is she typecast in roles where she is the weak woman, or she just likes playing I don't get it, because, you know, she's in this new movie called The Boy Next Door, where basically she decides to sleep with the boy next door who happens to be in her class. Now, I'm not sure if it looks like high school, which that's against the law if that's true, but I'm thinking it's more college. But of course, then he goes psycho crazy and wants to kill her. And I thought we saw that in Enough like 15 years ago. My question is, you know, is she picking these? Is she typecast, or does she like doing these movies, or what is your opinion? And we'll start with the lady in the room. SY. I mean, I'm kind of weirded out by this because we just had the Taraji P. Henson movie, No Good Deed, come out a couple months ago, and I mean, it just seems like every once in a while we have movies where women are abused in some form or fashion by some dude who, for the lack of better terms, women think is hot. Now, the dude who's in The Boy Next Door, I don't know his real name, but I know he was in the Step Up movies, the last couple Step Up movies. Once again, nobody probably knows him. But the women think he's kind of attractive. I read it. Get off it. So, SY, I mean, what are you thinking? I mean, am I crazy, or?
I'm not. I'm not really a Jennifer Lopez fan, so I don't care. I don't really pay attention to her movies. I saw Enough probably years after it actually came out.
And I thought that was enough when that came out.
That was really enough.
That was enough. It really was. I don't
And now she's doing The Boy Next Door.
I mean, we've seen that kind of movie so many times. Like, let it go anyway.
Yeah, there was just a movie
I
on
think she
Lifetime
broke.
about that. She's about to go on a war tour.
I
Do
don't
you
make
hear
no
her
difference.
songs?
She
What
can't. She
song?
ain't
Don't-
broke.
Only
Her
Latinos listen to her
songs
songs. Quit
suck.
playing.
I'm just saying, she's got no choice but to be broke.
She
Her
ain't broke.
music
She ain't
sucks.
nowhere near broke, yo.
I don't know. I think we better watch out.
Man, American Idol pays her way too much for her to be broke.
There's no way that J Lo is broke.
I can tell you
y'all
for
crazy as
Her
hell for
songs-
singing.
Yeah.
her
Can,
songs
can I give you a little
suck.
inside information on that one? I have a friend in the industry that just did a film with her and a couple other people. They just finished a movie called Leela and Something, where the two mothers lost their children and they're going back after the people who killed their kids. She likes doing roles as a redeeming factor where a woman overcoming that she could fight. She said, and that a friend in the industry, she said that she likes to show that women can fight and go back after it and pick up, because she sees a big problem, especially in the Latin community. The women tend to be weak sometimes, and she wants to show that they can fight.
I don't
She
know.
started off wrong because Selena got killed.
Leave it to Joe.
Leave it to Joe to create silence in the room.
I mean,
And you know what's funny
the
about
irony of that is funny.
You know what's funny about that? I love that movie.
That movie was great.
Love
It was
that
a good
movie.
movie.
It
And
was good.
I came away from that movie just a professed Selena fan. Not so much J Lo, but I became a Selena fan. I went and download all the music anyway. But let's get to social media here.
Yeah.
Said is giving me his list, and then we can jump back in this. In a
All right,
minute.
yeah.
Says list. He's got Gladys Knight, Boyz II Men, Teddy P, Erykah Badu, Luther, but he spelled it Lutha. Whitney Houston, Patti LaBelle, Isley Brothers, Jodeci, and he's going to catch a lot of heat from me on this next one. He wrote the 5 Heartbeats. That does not count.
not a group,
That's
man.
fictional, man.
Hey,
Look,
Lee
Leon
Eddie Kane,
can't
Junior
sing,
Long,
dog.
man.
That's fictional.
Lee Eddie Kane, Junior Long.
That's fictional.
That is
Sid.
that is Leon and 4 other dudes.
Said, I want you to go to your room and think about what you just done.
Hey, said I'm with you. I
can't run
nothing
but
but
love
for
for
you,
you, God.
baby.
They ain't going on no tours. They ain't make no money.
So we talking about Jennifer Lopez though, for real?
Look, man, I posed a question.
No, I just about my.
She's a non-factor.
Yeah, she's a non-factor for me. You know, I've never. Now I will catch some heat because I did like her first 2 records, not because I thought she was a great singer.
But Jenny from the Block.
Before that, On the Six or something. One was called like On the
Yeah,
Six.
Jenna
or
Black
something.
was on that album. I think.
Is that what it was? Okay. I mean, not because she's a great
the
singer.
remix or the
she's-
regular?
I don't remember, but I remember getting them and liking them at the time. And she reminds me of Janet Jackson. Like, Janet Jackson can't sing. She just can't. Anybody that thinks she can, Janet Jackson has got great songs and she's good to look at, which is the same deal with Jennifer Lopez. Janet Jackson can't sing. Sorry. She can't.
And just for people who cannot see,
She
me
can't.
and Big Joe
don't
looked
care.
at each
I
other
don't care if y'all
when he
do.
said that Janet Jackson can't sing.
She can't.
And
She can't.
yeah, we looked at each other like this dude is crazy up in his
Whatever.
piece.
Now, I'm going to tell y'all who
You can
I
barely
think
hear her.
can't sing.
She's all breathless when she sings. She can't sing.
And I'm about to really get it for this one. But Patti LaBelle cannot sing.
Now you done lost your damn mind.
Hold on, I'm back
No.
up like 3 spaces back
All
here.
she does is screams and shouts. That is
'Cause
not
women like that.
singing. What do you mean women
Mary
like
J
that?
can't sing.
Mama J.
Oh, hell no, she can't.
Mama J lose her mind when she see Patti LaBelle kick them shoes off, boy. She loses
I
it.
think she just screams.
Now,
Mary J
now,
can't sing either.
we're named some artists that are maybe could be considered in the top 30 and 40 of some lists. Then if you're going to throw some of these other artists and like Albert Shore or James Ingram and some of these other ones, you have to throw Toni Braxton in there then as well at some point.
You know, I think Toni Braxton
okay.
would have been on my top 10 had she had a longer career.
Well, let me ask you
I
this.
don't- I
Some of the
think-
people that you name are way shorter than hers. Keep that in mind. And,
Yeah,
and-
but
and
they
this-
were way more relevant at their time, and they were relevant for a longer time. I don't think Toni Braxton was really relevant longer than 5 to 6 years.
Well, now let me ask you this: in basing your list, I'm just curious, is it based on relevance or
I agree with that.
like someone who changed the game in overall impact? Because if you can say that, Drew Hill did not do that compared to Tony Braxton.
How about we make the list about who we like and who reaches us? It ain't about
Isn't
them.
that
It
what-
That's
ain't-
why I was asking. I didn't know which is
This
it.
ain't the Hall of Fame where you got to play 10 years to be eligible.
No, I wasn't thinking
You know
about
what
that.
I
I'm
mean?
just saying that
I mean,
for that person.
if I'm that guy that thinks that MC Brain's record in 1992
Coochie,
Coochie Coochie
la, la,
was
la,
the greatest
Coochie,
thing since, like,
Coochie.
and I want to put him in my top 15 greatest
I had
rappers
that
of all
album, yeah.
time, I still have that album.
That album was a beast.
Yeah, y'all can.
Whatever happened to sudden impact, yo?
They left. I got Rico.
Suave. Talking about a resurrection of a career.
Y'all-
That show on VH1 is hilarious, man.
Are you serious? I never watched it.
Yo, it's so funny.
Oh, my
It's so funny, but that's beside the point. Even though we are talking about Coochie Coochie, man, what's going
Coochie,
on?
man.
Yo, brain, yo, give him no. Well, we haven't finished talking about J-Lo yet, but I mean, I guess my question is, she's coming out with a movie now, and now American Idol's about to come on, so it's all about timing, of course. But I guess, and she's about to go on a world tour. Go figure.
Who's going?
Everybody else, because I don't think she's coming to America with it, because she's smart.
Exactly.
But I mean, I guess my thing is, I like to see her in. I would like to see her in different types of movies. I feel like she plays a victim, and then who gets strong enough to fight back, and I'm just kind of like, that's played, yo.
Yeah, Farrah Fawcett did like 3 movies in the 80s. One
Yeah.
was
Burning
Burning Bed,
Yeah.
Extremities.
Yo, that's just so, to me, it's just so,
Yeah.
I understand, but it's just played.
Yeah,
And
I mean-
I just want to make sure I'm not crazy.
Nah, you ain't tripping. J-Lo is a non-factor to pretty much everybody in the room.
All right?
And I haven't watched American Idol in years.
Me either.
and so I don't even know who she's on there with these days.
All right. Now,
Harry Connick.
Harry Connick, Keith Urban.
nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
No, officially.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. The only colored person on that that's disgusting.
Did
The
you say colored person?
the only colored person on that deck is J-Lo.
Did you say
I
colored
did say colored person.
What the
Because she ain't black. And she dark. She darker than the other three.
Wow, he said.
And not by much with that tan.
I
he
know,
got.
right? Yo,
Oh, man.
real talk. I be questioning J. If her hair won't.
Can we please stop talking about Jennifer Lopez?
But did you see the new video?
I'm just.
Which one? The booty joint?
She just doesn't- She doesn't do it.
Yo, with what's her name? She got in a beef with Snoop.
Izzy?
Izzy Exilic?
Iggy.
Iggy Azalea. That's so wrong.
Michelle K thinks you crazy as hell. That's why for thinking that Patty can't sing. She think you crazy. my words.
She can't.
My words. She actually what she says. No way Patty can sing, but I translated it to make it sound meaner.
No, I'm sorry.
To say
she
that you're out
can't.
your damn mind.
She screamed her way through. So,
I'll take it.
is she still screaming? Mm-hmm. That's because y'all like headaches.
Nah.
Patty can cook.
I was very shocked. Then we'll go to the next one. That a couple people said Teddy. I was a big Teddy fan until I found out he beat his wife who was in a wheelchair. I don't really understand that.
See,
but,
I don't
you know,
understand that
that's a different story for another time.
It is
Yeah.
this
You know
is
what I mean?
now this right there. That's when you wish that you had Lissa P and Jay Grizzy in here. The comics of the Green Room version 2.0 with Jay Grizzy and Lissa P here, so that they can give you some commentary on that one.
I mean,
Some humor.
Yeah.
Because I'm still trying to figure out
mean,
how
yo,
he pulled that shit off.
your greatest enemy is Steps, yo. I mean,
Ironside.
I mean, really? Damn, not Ironside. Wow. Hey, look, the
First of all,
the younger listeners don't know what she just said.
what do you mean the new one was the same garbage?
Yeah, but it only lasted
No,
2
the old
episodes.
Do you know? Well, there's a reason for that.
Because it was terrible.
Well, and the dude who's
Blair Underwood, yeah.
and
Yeah, I
that
don't
we
like
know that's your
Blair.
favorite
we
guy.
don't speak his name.
Yeah, we do.
I don't like
I don't
him.
speak his name.
Well, don't.
I think he's a whack actor.
He is. And you know what they did? They just messed up Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., yo. He's on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Don't
now.
nobody watch that mess. That show was the
I
worst show
know.
on television.
I know. I don't want to watch it anymore, man. I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
That show was terrible.
You're
He
stupid.
Sucks.
That show was
This
terrible.
fool has lost his mind. Marcus J has lost his mind.
That
If
shit
we said Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah,
stupid.
that show was terrible.
You are crazy. You are crazy in
I've
your
never
face.
seen
Go
it.
night night.
You're crazy.
I mean,
I-
I am more partial to DC, I will admit, but I am looking forward to Daredevil. But I tried Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., just bored the hell out of me.
You know, you're probably one of those people who saw the first 2 or 3 episodes
I
and
did.
was like,
Yep.
It's
You gotta
slow
keep
start.
watching.
You gotta
This
keep
is
going.
actually-
I mean,
Good
I'm
bill.
too busy to be sitting around
Oh,
waiting
of
for you
course,
to
yeah,
catch me.
well,
Yeah, I ain't got time for that.
Well, I mean, you don't like the Arrow either, do you?
No, I do like Arrow. It took now, but see, Arrow because it's DC, I had a lot more patience with Arrow.
See, look,
I like DC,
this guy's tripping.
and none of these people on Agents of Shield even got no superpowers, man.
Yes.
They didn't when I was watching.
Exactly. Because he expected them to come out and fly and
Pretty
raise
much.
buildings and crap.
Well, if you got a superhero show, you need to have a cape,
And
man.
that's the whole thing. It's not a superhero show.
Okay, well, never.
They're
mind.
human.
Anyway,
Beavis. Now,
butthead.
see, just don't, man. I know, right? So, he was. He was.
Ain't nobody thinking about y'all.
So,
You punks.
interesting. We're talking about television shows now.
Gotham.
The top 3 shows that you just can't miss every week.
Oh man, that's an easy one. That's an easy one.
Past or present?
Oh, my shows are.
I mean,
over.
if they not coming on no more, you can clearly miss them. So it would have to. Man, no, not no Gilligan's Island, man. It's got to be new
You
stuff.
talking about stuff that's on first run today?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
I don't know.
So we can't talk about Martin
Can't talk about Martin. No.
Jefferson.
Can't talk about
Martin
Jason.
comes on 10 times a day, yo. That's not
Good
first
time.
run.
Count.
All right, well,
You don't watch TV, that's why?
Not that much.
Are there shows that you have to watch every week?
They're not on.
Oh,
Young and the Restless. That's
you
my
living in the past,
TiVo,
girl.
man.
There's only one. Actually, I think one show is on that I watch now, but I
Is-
missed it last week because I was sick.
All right, so let's.
What
get
is
these,
it?
Let's get these lists in.
It's Dude, You're Screwed.
Melanie says she only has 2. The Walking Dead and The Strain. I'm sensing a theme here, Melanie.
She likes dead people.
Sensing a theme, yeah.
Melody.
For me, I got, gosh, only 3.
That's why I knew you were gonna have a problem with it. I knew on purpose you were gonna have a problem. You watched like 6 or 7 different things.
That's all. No, I watch a ton more.
I mean, yeah,
but
that I know of. But I know there.
so I can't go beyond
3.
3. Okay, Young and the Restless. I don't miss Young and the Restless. Absolutely never miss.
Is
Young
Victor
and
still alive?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I don't miss Young and the Restless.
Victor Newman can't die, man.
And I do not miss Bold and the Beautiful. So those I'm gonna give 2 of my. If I had to get rid of everything else, then those would be the 2 shows. And then I watch so much stuff, man. I just flip a coin right now. I'm very, very into The Good Wife. Actually, matter of fact, I've always been into The Good Wife since the first time I've seen it. So
Good Wife is not bad.
Good Wife's a great show.
You know,
It's a great
Big
show.
Joe.
Yes, for me now, I have to see Sleepy Hollow.
I tried. I couldn't do it.
Hey, I'm that crazy dude.
I'm into it only because Nicole Bahari is breathtakingly beautiful to me. But that's about
How to
it.
Commit Murder.
Yeah.
Because
That's
I'm
not
so.
on.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
on
it
hiatus.
is. It's still on
It
hiatus,
counts.
but it's coming
Well,
back.
He said we can't use them.
Nah,
No,
can use
No,
that.
you can't use old garbage.
He talking about syndicated shows.
Yeah.
Syndicated.
You gotta use some brand new stuff.
And then,
We'll come back to you then, baby.
because I could go past 3,
you don't
but
pay
then,
attention.
I have my guilty pleasure with Scandal, and I'm sorry, I don't care who don't care.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
a Scandal
I
dude.
mean, Scandal just
I'm a
didn't make the cut.
gladiator.
But if I had more, room, Scandal's on my list.
Yeah, I'm a gladiator, man.
All right, that's why. Now that you
Scandal,
know, now
How
that
to
you know the
Commit
rules
Murder
again.
and
Mich-
get away with it, and Dude, You're Screwed.
Who is Dude You Screwed?
It comes on Wednesday nights. Comes on Discovery, ID Discovery, I think it's called, and it's a show about survival techniques.
Yeah, you were telling me about that
it,
show
yeah.
before.
They
yeah.
kidnap you and they drop you somewhere on Earth. Right? Yes. Yeah.
Yo, hell with that.
That show teaches you a lot.
Yeah, it teaches me
Yeah,
I need to
learned
stay
a
on my
lot of little
couch.
survival tricks.
All right.
right. LP.
I will say
Before
right
Steven,
now.
Steven, I'm sorry. Let me get Michelle K in here. Michelle K has The Amazing Race, Hell's Kitchen because she loves Gordon Ramsay. And damn it, I swear I thought I was the only one that was into The Bold and the Beautiful. But girl, I know that you and me, we gonna have to talk about what Rick did today, girl. You know, I watched the show already before I came in.
I mean, I know you did.
Anyway, I had a moment. Sorry for those folks that see me in a new light now.
Yep. All right, Mr. LP, what you got? Top 3, brother.
Gotham,
which came on today.
Scorpion is another one.
I like Scorpion too.
Scorpion
I just
is-
got into that and I watched all the back episodes.
Just now.
That's a good show.
Yes, it is. It speaks to me. It
Horrible
really does.
time slot, but a good show.
Oh yeah, this
What's wrong
show's-
with 10 o'clock on a Monday? That's not bad. You know how many cool shows had that? CSI Miami had it. Hawaii Five-0 had it. I mean, it's not
And they
bad.
all gone.
No, Hawaii Five-0 still come on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
They
It
moved
comes
the
on
time
Fridays
slot.
now.
Friday.
Yeah, it was Sunday or Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah, nothing stays at 10 o'clock on Monday is very good. And plus, wrestling's on Monday, so.
I mean,
And then the
taking up
last
football
one is a daily show, but I try to catch as much as I can. I'm an Anderson Cooper fan.
That's interesting.
And HC 360.
Anderson Cooper, CNN. He's an interesting dude. My top three, Arrow's my dude, man. I can't I go into hives missing that. I hate when I go away because it sucks. I'm a big fan of The Flash. I think The Flash is an excellent written show.
It might be the best superhero show
Oh, yeah.
of the last 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
Easy.
It's better than the original version by far.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Only,
they made it.
only superhero show that I say is better, as good, not even better, but as good as Flash is maybe Smallville's first couple seasons.
Smallville was.
First couple seasons. Not, it kind of jumped sharp later
Well,
on.
yeah, once he was figuring out his powers.
Yeah.
You know,
The last 3 years of Smallville sucked.
But man, the Flash is so
Flash
good.
is so good.
So good.
I haven't watched the reruns, and I have it on DVR.
And
It
Said
sucks.
is giving us hours. He's got a good list here. He's got Ray Donovan, which I tried and couldn't get into, but Ray Donovan, Sleepy Hollow, you and Big Bro over here,
Something on Showtime.
and Black Dynamite. It doesn't.
I didn't know Black Dynamite still comes on.
It doesn't. So it doesn't count. But yeah.
Come on, Sid. You just like SY here, man.
But
I'm not paying attention.
Now, can I get, no. I got a honorable mention. I want to know if anybody else watches Shameless, or is it just me?
Just you.
All right, I'm gonna need y'all to look up Shameless.
Sincere loves that show. He
That's
loves
on.
that.
It's
yeah,
on
it's
Showtime. Okay, all right.
I guess my third one. Third one's tough, man. I mean, wow. Oh no, it's not. It's Agent of Shield by far. Tuesday and Wednesday, just don't talk to me. I mean, I watch the TV from 8 to 9 on Tuesday, 8 to 10 on Tuesday, and from 8 to 9 on Wednesdays, and I do something else after that.
Said is saying yes, Black Dynamite does still come on. So
Oh.
he's corrected.
Yeah,
me.
they just had season 2. It's still going on.
I mean, I thought it went out like the other
No,
cartoon show on that joint.
They took a 3-year hiatus.
Who?
They took a 3-year
Who
hiatus.
did?
Black Dynamite, the animated show.
Is it me or does anyone else watch the Chrisleys?
I watch the Chrisleys. It's not my top 3. Yo, the
I
Chrisleys
love
off the
the
chain.
Chrisleys.
Yo,
Thank
he treats his
you.
kids like it's a black
Like it's
family.
A black family. Heck
Yo,
yeah.
they're the dumbest kids on the planet, yo.
Oh my God.
He tells them,
The smartest
I can't
one
believe.
might be the baby. Might be a little
Yeah.
boy.
Yo, he is so funny. He's like, how did I make these dumbass
He
children?
was like,
He said that I was weak.
he's like, Jesus will have your soul. I'm gonna have your ass.
I like him
Yo.
because he does tell the truth.
Chris, that dude, Ty Chrisley, hilarious,
I
man.
love him.
I
can't
implore
wait.
anybody to watch him. They got they got a mixed granddaughter who is as cute as
she's a
she
cute
can
little
be.
baby.
I mean, that's a great show.
Yeah.
But once again, this is the round table. We done for this Monday. Every first Monday, the round table will be here
Like first
on Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J from 7 to whenever we feel like going home.
You know, Half Stepper with Marcus J. That's the end of the round table. We're going to take our final break of the night, and when we come back, we're going to close it out with our rants and our closing said. I know you saying Dexter. I got you. Dexter is
Dexter.
you
Yes,
know
sir.
is gone. You know, but Dexter actually
Dexter
would have been
was
in my
good.
list.
Dexter lives on.
Dexter would have been in my list if it was still on. And of course, my show Shameless took that spot. But we're gonna take that break. When we come back, we got our rants and our closings. We got the whole crew. We got Big Rule. We got Mr. LP, SY, and Big Bro Joe. Be back. Ain't no how to step with Marcus J. Be back in a few minutes.